Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And the Portland 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check back. Under 10. Rock it. Shoot. He's checking. Score.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down, Sullivan. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Sullivan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is. Signal for and take it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out front. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Nelson, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Off play action. Franks. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Down. 15 lining, 15 lining. All day, baby, all day. Switch. Blue dog working, blue dog working. Let her.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And Daniels has it, left side. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 9 now. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
52, 52. Hey, let's get this. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Check. Get it ready.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Ready? 91. 198. Charlie. Come on, let's go. 198.
Second and 11. Flushed out right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Sullivan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 23 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. It almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
80 weapons. Look, squeeze.
On second down, Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Come on, work. We won it. Hey, high 7. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the blood. 2.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Noah Fant, 47 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. Nelson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Franks. Got a man, it's Brown. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. All day. All day. Watch the safety creep. Topper. Topper. Buzz.
On first down, Franks. Flush to his right. It's caught right side by Daniels. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. You gonna touch it, right?
Now a give, right side. Nelson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. On first down, it's Nelson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
From the gun, Sullivan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
No, check that. Check go.
Throwing on third and long. Sullivan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Nelson. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Joker. 30 routine spin.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 90. Wolf. Silver. Alert 3. 61. Matchbox. Light. Let's go. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Franks. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Second and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Franks. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On second down now, it's Nelson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
50, bravo! Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant! Watch the slant! Watch the slant! Yep. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the gun, Franks looking for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on second down. Sullivan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That's taken on the 25. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Off the play fake. Franks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Franks. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
132 fighter. Quick edge. Come. Shoot. Ready.
On 1st down, Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Nelson. Given 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Back to throw. Franks. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Stop here, D. Check 99. Check 99. Blue draw Porker. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Coming to you. Coming to you. Check 26. Check 26. Slam. Slam. Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And they're going to get the 1st out here as he's up to the 14. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Snowhawks.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
I got an alpha. Go. Come off the ball. 190.
From the gun, Sullivan. Now he's going to go deep down the left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And they rattle off a big one, 47 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, box truck. Shoot.
To throw again, Sullivan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to to get it up past the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Franks. On the crossing route, complete. It's Daniels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Let's go. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Wahoo.
Throwing on first down. Franks throwing the out route incomplete. That's Daniels. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Franks. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Snowhawks.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Sullivan. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready. 61. Matchbox lights.
Slam.
Hey, orbit.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch
it.
Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Portland.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike.
Gone.
Get him.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Lead driven.
Operating from the gun. Sullivan. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Whip. Watch the whip. Zoom, fellas, let's go. And go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something."
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here. You go mic forward, mic forward. Here it comes, here it comes.
Mike 2. On first down, Sullivan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And he's going to go down again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Ravens, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Lights on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they kept in the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.